I tell them to use it twice per week, twice per week. I ask them to use it on daily basis, but on a very gradual manner, which means the first day they apply it for an hour, and this hour has to be at night, and even at night it shouldn't be in daylight lamps, because daylight lamps are emitting ultraviolet, which is causing some sort of photosensitivity. And then after this hour they wash it off, put the moisturizer and so on. And they keep using it every night for 1 hour till next week, and then increase from 1 hour to 1.5 hours or 2 hours and so on. And the most common mistake I have seen is that companies selling and producing retinol, they tell the patient to use it 3 times per week in the beginning, but they don't tell them that you have to use it only for 1 hour. So what happens is that the patients are applying it the whole night, and then they wake up with irritation, and then the day after they don't apply it, so things go well. The day after, the whole night and irritation, and in 10 days they are going to throw it in the garbage because they feel irritation and peeling and so on. So a much better protocol is to use it gradually. Even if they are going to use it at home, it's okay to use it on daily basis, but only for 1 hour, and if there is irritation, then they go down to half an hour. So is this an okay protocol for you? Or you think still that this is something which is not...
الحقيقة في نقطة لازم نفهمها. Any topical application بيعدي على stratum corneum, upper epidermis, lower epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous. أي products من دوت بيسيب حاجة اسمها ريزرفوار، يعني في epidermal ريزرفوار، strata corneum ريزرفوار. الريزرفوار دوت اللي هو الجزء اللي بيمتصه الجلد that be absorbed by this zone of the skin and start to pump it or to use it for its function. فالريتينويدز أول ما بحطه it depends على tolerability of the patient. If he can tolerate it to put it, but not and sometimes some patient من الهيستوري sensitive skin I start for يعني say for example أدابالين 10 minutes وفاهم هنا ولازم نفهم كويس بعد ما نصلي المغرب وكفايه قوي يبقى التلفزيون قدامك مفيش داعي للنور جامد وبعدين بعد اسبوع اخليها مثلا ومع ذلك ونخلي بالنا من السنسيتيف يعني اللي هو حوالين البق وتحت العين نبعد 1 سم لان الحته دي مش تولريت الريتينويد وات ايفر ات از. فكلام حضرتك انا موافق عليه 100% ويمكن انا بستخدمه فعلا ان انا gradually to increase the time exposure, gradually to increase the size which be used لان كل حاجه ليها دوز. فانا بحط الوش كله اللي بحط عليه وبعدين لغايه ما بوصل الحقيقه ممكن ديلي بس عاده انا بقول للعيان خليك يوم الجمعه مثلا ما تحطش فري. ومع مهم قوي السان سكرين الصبح، مهم قوي المويسترايزر بعد ما احط و sometimes in some patients you ask him to put the moisturizer before retinoids. جماعه اللي عندهم دراي سكين وسنسيتيف سكين زي ايه؟ مثلا زي بتوع الروزيشن لو انا هستعمل لهم حاجه زي الريتينول سيرم لا she must put oil free moisturizer first then put the retinol. فاحنا متفقين يعني you are agree يعني. Thank you.
The topic which I should cover now is vitamin C. And vitamin C is one of the most debatable topics because many physicians, many colleagues are thinking that vitamin C is not working and some others are thinking that it's magic. So let us see the facts around vitamin C and what are the scientific facts which we can depend on and build our conclusions accordingly. So vitamin C is one of the naturally occurring antioxidants in nature. Most plants and animals are able to synthesize vitamin C in vivo from the glucose. are able to turn the glucose into vitamin C, but this is the plants and animals. What about humans? Humans lack the enzyme L-glucogamma-lactone oxidase required for the in vivo synthesis of vitamin C. So we humans cannot synthesize vitamin C. So the sun is having less quality than the hidden skin. Why? Because in the areas exposed to the light, we lose double the collagen than the areas protected. So that's why we have to be aware of that. Oxidative stress also triggers certain cellular events mediated by transcription factors such as reactive oxygen species upgrade, transcription factor activator protein, the AP1, that increase matrix metalloproteinases production leading to collagen breakdown. Oxidative stress induces nuclear transcription factor, kappa B, and this produces a number of mediators that contribute to inflammation and skin aging. The reactive oxygen species also increase the elastin M messenger RNA level in dermal fibroblasts, and this may explain the elastotic changes first compared with the UVB, which mostly affects the epidermis. UVA mutates and destroys collagen, elastin, protoglycans, and other dermal cellular structures. Thus, UVA causes skin aging and possibly melanoma formation. UVB causes sunburn, reactive oxygen species, epidermal mutations, and skin cancers. Sunscreens, when properly applied, prevent UV-induced erythema and thymic dimer mutations that contribute to cutaneous carcinogenesis. However, sunscreens block only 55% of the free radicals produced by UV exposure. Photoaging can be prevented by prevention of UV-induced erythema, sunburn, cell formation, and inducing collagen repair. To optimize UV production, it is important to use sunscreens combined with topical antioxidants. That's why the combination of vitamin C with a sunscreen is very important in order to have full protection of the skin. Vitamin C does not absorb UV light, but exerts UV protective effect by neutralizing free radicals, while this effect is not seen with sunscreens. So it completes a gap the sunscreen cannot do. Under lab conditions, it has been shown that application of 10% topical vitamin C showed statistical reduction of UVB-induced erythema by 52% and sunburn cell formation by 40 to 60%. And because of that, vitamin C should be used at daytime as well. Everyone is thinking that it should be used at night because the UV is going to damage and destroy the vitamin C. However, because of that, it is advisable to use the vitamin C even during the day. Although vitamin C alone can provide photoprotection, it works best in conjunction with vitamin E, which potentiates the action of vitamin C fourfold. So when we combine vitamin C with vitamin E, we are not only moisturizing the skin, but also we are increasing the efficacy of vitamin C, and that's why this is a very good combination. Hydrophilic vitamin C helps regenerate vitamin E, a lipophilic antioxidant. Thus, vitamin C and vitamin E together protect the hydrophilic and lipophilic compartments of the cell, respectively. And this is making an extra protection for the cells from the photo damage. Vitamin C and vitamin E synergistically limit chronic UV damage by significantly reducing both cell apoptosis and thymine dimer formation. A combination of 0.5% ferulic acid, which is a potent antioxidant of plant origin, with 15% vitamin C and 1% vitamin E can increase the efficacy of vitamin C 8-folds. And that's why we had in the introduction that with yellow rose, we have this genius combination of ferulic acid, vitamin E, and some other important active ingredients. It was noted that this triple combination was very useful for the reduction of acute and chronic photo damage and could be used for prevention of skin cancer in the future. So this is the yellow rose combination where they have ferulic acid, vitamin C, and coenzyme Q10 in liposomes, of course, with the vitamin C. What about vitamin C and collagen synthesis? Vitamin C is essential for collagen biosynthesis, it has been proposed that vitamin C influences quantitative collagen synthesis in addition to stimulating qualitative changes in the collagen molecules. At what time or at what age we start to lose collagen from our body? From 20, not 25. From the age of 20 years, we lose every year 1 to 2% of our body collagen. Areas of our body exposed to the light are having double the loss. So this means that we need to protect the collagen, we need to rebuild the collagen, we need to stimulate the collagen starting from the age of 20. Vitamin C serves as a cofactor for enzymes pro-lysyl and lysyl hydroxylase, the enzymes that are responsible for stabilizing and cross-linking the collagen molecules. Another mechanism by which vitamin C influences the collagen synthesis is by stimulation of lipid peroxidation, and the product of this process, melanoaldehyde, in turn stimulates collagen gene expression. Vitamin C also directly activates the transcription of collagen synthesis and stabilizes pro-collagen messenger RNA, thereby regulating collagen synthesis. Signs and symptoms of scurvy are due to impaired collagen synthesis. Clinical studies have shown that topical use of vitamin C increases collagen production in young as well as aged human skin. What about vitamin C as a depigmenting agent? When choosing a depigmenting agent, it is important to differentiate between substances that are toxic to the melanocytes and substances that interrupt the key steps of melanogenesis. Vitamin C falls into the later category of depigmenting agent. It doesn't have a toxic effect on melanocytes. That's why we don't expect to have hypopigmentation from vitamin C whatsoever, and regardless how long we are using it. Vitamin C interacts with copper ions at the tyrosinase active site and inhibits action of the enzyme tyrosinase, thereby decreasing the melanin formation. Vitamin C also acts on the perifollicular pigments. However, vitamin C is an unstable compound. It is therefore often combined with other depigmenting agents such as soy, licorice, for better depigmentation effect. That's why we are going to see that tranexamic acid is one of the components added to the vitamin C in yellow rose for that purpose. The anti-inflammatory effect of vitamin C inhibits nuclear transcription factor kappa B, which is responsible for the activation of number of pro-inflammatory cytokines like tumor necrosis factor alpha, interleukin 1, interleukin 6, and 8. Therefore, vitamin C has a potential anti-inflammatory activity and can be used in conditions like acne vulgaris and even rosacea. Sometimes when you have a patient with rosacea, we think that vitamin C is going to cause irritation, we don't prescribe it, however, it really can help. And by the way, this is an important point. On a daily basis, I see at least 3 patients coming to the clinic diagnosed as having rosacea. But they don't have rosacea. They have epidermal barrier dysfunction. When we have epidermal barrier dysfunction and the epidermis is not intact, then the epidermis is open. We have hyperkeratosis. When we have hyperkeratosis, the corneocytes are overcrowded and they are unable to do a proper epidermal barrier function. The epidermis is loose. With that, we get 2 things. Transepidermal water loss, and the skin is going to be dry, and whatever moisturizers we prescribe is not going to work because the skin is losing the water. And when the skin is dry, the elasticity is impaired. So those are the people who are coming to tell you, my skin is rough, my skin is dry all the time. And when we have roughness and impairment of elasticity, the skin is not smooth anymore, pores are going to be large, and we are going to see fine lines and wrinkles. And whenever we see that, we jump to the dermis to stimulate the collagen. Repair the epidermis. If you repair the epidermis, the skin is going to withhold the water, moisturize it, the hydration of the skin is going to be better, and this is going to be reflected on the smoothing of the skin. The other thing is that when the skin is open, then the skincare products, the makeup, the dust, whatever, is going to find its way to layers it shouldn't reach to. So the skin is going to be in a state of irritation all the time. And we look at the skin, we think it's rosacea. It's not rosacea, it's bad epidermal barrier function. So we have to work on improvement of the barrier function of the skin, and this is going to make the skin much more calm. And that's why vitamin C, after working on the epidermal barrier function and repairing it, is going to be an excellent thing because it has an anti-inflammatory effect. It can promote wound healing and prevent post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So if you are doing a procedure and the patient is prone for PIH, vitamin C can help in order to prevent the PIH. Topical formulation of vitamin C, it is available in the market as a variety of creams, serums, and even gel masks. From a clinical point of view, it is important to know that efficacy of vitamin C serum is proportional to the concentration, but only up to 20%. After that, it doesn't make a difference. The half-life in the skin after achieving maximum concentration is 4 days. A persistent reservoir of vitamin C is important for adequate photoprotection and can be achieved by regular 8-hourly applications. And that's why, in the beginning, I prefer the patient to use it every 8 hours, at least for the first week. As UV light lowers tissue vitamin C levels, topical vitamin C is best used after exposure to ultraviolet light and not prior. However, even if we apply it prior, as I mentioned before, it is fine as long as I'm going to apply it again after. This is not going to be a problem. It's going to increase the protection of the skin from the damaging UV light, and it's going to synergize the effect of the sun protection. As a dermatologist, it is important to know that not all preparations of vitamin C are physiologically effective. Some are not delivered into the dermis in an adequate quantity, while others do not chemically convert to biologically active form of vitamin C in the skin. Ethyl ascorbic acid and ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate stand out as superior forms offering distinct advantages compared to L-ascorbic acid and other vitamin C derivatives, as we can mention. And this is science. Enhanced stability. One of the primary challenges with traditional ascorbic acid is its instability when exposed to light, air, and water. Ethyl ascorbic acid and ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate, on the other hand, exhibit remarkable stability. This means they maintain their potency and effectiveness for longer periods, ensuring consistent skin care benefits. Regarding the improved skin penetration, the lipophilic nature of ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate allows that component to penetrate the skin more effectively, delivering vitamin C deep into the epidermis. Now, what about adverse reaction of topical vitamin C? Topical vitamin C is largely safe to use on daily basis for long durations. It can safely be used in conjunction with other common topical anti-aging agents such as sunscreens, tretinoin, other antioxidants, and alpha-hydroxy acids such as glycolic acid. Minor adverse reactions include yellowish discoloration of the skin. I have never seen that. Hyperpigmentation, again, I have never seen that. Hyperpigmented hair, I mean. And staining of clothes, which occur due to oxidative changes in vitamin C. Rarely, staining, erythema, and dryness are observed after use of topical vitamin C, and these can easily be treated using a moisturizer. Sometimes, when the patient is using a skincare product, a new skincare product, irritation can happen. And this is something which is applied to any product, including yellow rose or including the vitamin C. If that happens, then we stop the usage for a couple of days and then we use it for a shorter time to see. If this was a repeated incidence, then maybe that product is not good. And this is actually one of the things which I really appreciate Yellow Rose for. They have a system where if the patient is ordering the product from them and it caused some sort of allergic reaction, the patient can call them and they are going to return the product and refund the money. No other company is doing that. But this is something really good because any skincare product is under the umbrella of trial and error. It's not a problem of the product, it's just maybe the skin is getting irritation, it's not, there is some sort of allergic reaction. It is not common to happen, but if it happens, then, as I said, we stop and then we use it for a short time and see what will happen. Care must be taken while applying vitamin C around the eyes, as Dr. Mustafa said. However, this is something which I always instruct the patient to apply small amount, massage it well, till the skin absorbs it. If you are using any product and it was in excess to the extent that it goes into the mouth or goes into the eye, of course this is not a good practice. So we always, even if they apply it around the eye, it has to be in a small amount and massage it till the skin is absorbing it, so there is no excess for the product to go into the eye or the mouth if they apply it around the mouth. Urticaria and erythema multiforme following the use of topical vitamin C have been documented in a very rare incidence and percentage. The toxic dose of vitamin C that lead to cellular apoptosis under lab conditions are 100 to 200 times the daily recommended dose, giving vitamin C a very high safety profile. In conclusion, to summarize, vitamin C is a naturally occurring drug with multiple desirable effects. With an excellent safety profile, it finds increasing use in photoaging, hyperpigmentation, tissue inflammation, and promotion of tissue healing, in addition to the sun protection. Ongoing research has been directed towards improving its delivery into the dermis for stimulating collagen production and scavenging free radicals. Vitamin C thus holds promise as a mainstream drug in future dermatology practice. Thank you very much for your attention.